Welcome back, future educators. Now, in part two of our field study and teaching internship series, we're diving deeper this time into how to promote student accountability and create a positive classroom culture that works for everyone. Okay, let's get started. Number 16. When is the best time to explain and discuss classroom rules? Letter A, at the beginning of the school year. Letter B, once an offense is committed. Letter C, when asked by students what to do. Or letter D, when the administration requires. The correct answer is letter A. So, the best practice in the classroom management is to set clear expectations from the start, explaining rules at the beginning of the school year. Uh, this helps establish structure, routine, and a sense of fairness, okay, in the classroom. So, this allows students to understand what is expected of them before any problems arise. Okay, letter A is the best answer. Number 17. Teacher A uses the same tone all throughout her or his classes. Why is there a need to modulate one's voice in class? Letter A, to sustain class interest. Letter B, to ensure class attention. Letter C, to prevent students from sleeping. Or letter D, to refrain having unruly class. Okay, so the correct answer and the best answer among the choices is letter A, to sustain class interest. So, voice modulation, varying pitch, tone, and pace keeps learners engaged and prevents monotony. So, a lively and dynamic tone stimulates curiosity, makes content more compelling, and helps maintain students' interest throughout the lesson. Letter A is the best answer. Number 18, the best way to ensure that the students follow all classroom rules, what must be done? Okay. Letter A, explain the rules well. Letter B, conduct an orientation session. Letter C, involve the students in crafting the rules. Or letter D, post the rules in the classroom strategically. Okay, so all choices are correct, but we are looking for the best choice. Okay, the best answer is letter C. Okay, involve the students in crafting the rules. When students participate in creating rules, they feel a sense of ownership and responsibility, which increases their commitment to follow the rules. Okay, that is the best answer. For letter A, this is important but not enough on its own. Okay, for letter B, this is helpful but passive. Okay, like orientation introduces rules but doesn't guarantee audience unless, I mean, it doesn't guarantee that the audience or the students will follow unless students buy into them. Okay, and for letter D is incorrect because uh, this is useful, but this is insufficient by itself. Like rules need to be understood and accepted, not just displayed. Number 19. Why is there a need to follow the code of the school if there is no prescribed uniform for teachers? Letter A, to ensure consistency in school rules. Letter B, to make the school teachers more dignified. Letter C, to meet the requirements of the school. Or letter D, to avoid sanctions on personality and good grooming. Okay, the best among the choices is letter B. Okay, following the school code on dress and grooming reflects professionalism and respect. So, promoting a dignified image for teachers even without a uniform. So, that is why we really need to follow the code of the school. uh, even if there is no prescribed uniform for teachers. Okay. Number 20, why is positive discipline enforced in schools? Letter A, to maintain a good system in classroom. Letter B, to ensure consistency in schools' implementation of rules. Or letter C, to avoid inflicting corporal punishment. Or letter D, to create a caring and nurturing classroom environment. The correct answer is letter C. So we need to have a positive discipline in the school to create a caring and nurturing classroom environment. So positive discipline focuses on building relationships, respect, and self-discipline rather than punishment. So this can foster a supportive environment that encourages students' growth. Number 21, how can you prevent cutting classes in the class? Letter A, have a list of students at risk. Letter B, refer the students to the guidance office. Or letter C, monitor these students consistently. Or letter D, investigate the root causes of cutting classes. The best answer is letter D. Understanding why students skip or cut classes is the first step in addressing the problem effectively. So, identifying the underlying issues like family problems, bullying, lack of interest, this can allow teachers to design appropriate interventions. Okay, we must find the root cause of the problem first. Number 22, how do you maintain a cordial relationship among your students? Letter A, establish your rules and consistently implement them. Letter B, refrain from being too familiar with your students. Letter C, always be nice to your students at all times. Or letter D, ignore unruly behavior in your class. The correct answer is letter A. Establish your rules and consistently implement them. So for a clear and safe rules, this can create a safe, respectful environment where positive relationships can flourish. So consistency builds trust and mutual respect. So that is why like there is really a need for us to establish uh, like a rule in the class, and we have to be consistent in applying these rules to maintain a healthy relationship with our students. Number 23, the resource teacher was giving a formative test during your observation. You noticed two students copying from one another. What will you do? Letter A, pretend that you did not see them. Letter B, tell a classmate that those students were cheating. Letter C, go to them and tell them to stop cheating. Or letter D, call the attention of the resource teacher discreetly and about the situation. Okay, the correct answer is letter D. So, as an observer or student teacher, it is appropriate to alert the teacher in charge discreetly to so they can like handle the situation professionally without disrupting the class or without embarrassing the students. Okay, letter D is the best answer. Number 24, why do we routinize the line formation, especially for lower grades? Letter A, to have better line formation during assemblies and activities. Letter B, to ensure order and discipline in entrance and exit to and from classes and activities. Or letter C, to maintain systematic line formation all throughout the year. Or letter D, to get the attention and praise of the school community. Okay, the best answer is letter B, to ensure order and discipline in entrance and exit. Okay. Routinizing or having a routine line formation helps young learners develop discipline and safety habits during transition, preventing chaos and accidents. Number 25. Why is smooth transitioning from one class to another needed in classroom management and routines? Letter A, to maintain proper decorum at all times. Letter B, to ensure systematic and orderly movement. Letter C, to maximize the contact time in all classes. Or letter D, to ensure safety and security in all classes. The best among the rest is letter B. Smooth transitions help prevent confusion and disruption by promoting organized movement between activities or classrooms, so which can support overall classroom management. So that is why the smooth transitioning is very important to ensure systematic and orderly movement all the time. Number 26. Which of these competencies does not belong to the group? Letter A. Personality and grooming. Letter B. Strategies used in class. Letter C. Delivery of the lesson. Or letter D. Preparation of instructional materials. So the competency that does not belong to the group is letter A, personality and grooming, because this one refers to personal attributes and appearance, which relate to professionalism but not directly to instructional planning or delivery. Number 27. Why is there a need to set clear expectations in the class? Letter A, to guide the teacher in his or her daily tasks. Letter B, for the observers to know the class expectations. Letter C, to ensure that the lesson for the day is being tackled well. Or letter D, to guide the students on the learning outcomes for the day. The best answer is letter D. So that is why we really need to set clear expectation in the classroom to help the students, to guide the students on the learning outcomes or what we expect them to do for the day. Number 28, as observers, which is the primary consideration when you look into the learning outcomes? Letter A, check if the outcomes are stated behaviorally. Letter B, count the number of learning outcomes. Letter C, find out if the outcomes were mentioned at the beginning of the class. Or letter D, find out if the learning outcomes are aligned with activities and assessment. Okay, the best of among the choices is letter D, of course. Find out if the learning outcomes are aligned with activities and assessment. The alignment of learning outcomes, the instructional materials, instructional activities, and assessments is the most important consideration. So this ensures coherence in instruction and that what is taught and what is assessed and so that we can promote effective learning. Okay. Number 29. What materials must be designed and created when some materials are not available in the community? Letter A. Real objects or realia. Letter B. Indigenous materials. Letter C. Simulated materials. Or letter D. Printed materials. The best answer is letter C. Simulated materials. When real or original materials are unavailable in the community, teachers may design simulated materials. These are like replicas or models that imitate the real thing. So they are designed to create or they are designed and they are created to substitute the realia and help learners understand abstract or unavailable concepts. Okay. Letter A is wrong because realia refers to the actual object from the real world, which are not always available. So the so that's why we need to simulate or substitute these materials. For letter B, indigenous materials, while this one is useful and cost effective, indigenous materials refer to resources already found in the local community, not something you design when materials are missing. Okay. For letter D, printed materials, these are books, charts, or worksheets which may not always help represent real or tangible objects. They are useful but not always a substitute for concrete or visual learning aids. So the best answer is letter C. Number 30, why is a review being conducted in classes? Letter A for better memory and retention. Letter B for greater participation and interaction. Letter C for better grades and class performance. Or letter D for connecting the past lessons to the previous lessons. Okay, the correct answer is letter D. Review sessions in class serve a crucial purpose or important purpose for helping students bridge the gap between previously learned material and the new concepts being introduced by the teacher. So by reviewing the key ideas and concepts from the past lessons, teachers can ensure students have a solid foundation upon which to build their understanding. So the connection is essential for long-term retention and meaningful learning. And that wraps up part two of our Let Review for today. So always remember that classroom management isn't just about controlling, it's about connection, communication, and collaboration. If you want to keep learning and level up your teaching skills, hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Alright, see you in the part two of our next video. Bye bye.